what was the first act that you are responsible for or partially responsible for bringing through the door?
Take us back to the PA days.
Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, I guess that would be the group I was in, PA.
Parental advisory,
Yeah,
right?
parental advisory.
Sure.
Yeah, that was like that was 92.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we ended up getting signed to Pebble. We met Pebbles at a TLC video shoot where it was audition for a video shoot, and she let us audition and signed us, and that was the start of it.
And you were rapping at that time?
No, DJ.
The DJ for right. Gotcha.
But it somehow it always seemed like I was the spokesperson.
Yeah.
Like I kind of ended up being the mouthpiece a lot.
Yeah. So where are they now? Reese,
Reese, first of all, he produced like both of those Lloyd, You, and
Get It
All
Shot?
Around the World.
Oh, All Around the World.
Yeah. Him and Jasper did those records. And Mello still writes and works,
Yeah.
Like Mello, I think got a little more frustrated with the business side of it.
And then after parental advisory, the next act would be
that I'm responsible, like for walking out, because I've worked with a lot of people. Like it's weird because I don't know how to. It's hard to take credit for some of this shit because it's like you meet people who are talented and you kind of show up and support it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the credit thing is weird. It's like when people call somebody their artist. It's like,
I got you.
No, that's a person, nigga. Like,
but a lot of people, let's say, give you credit for a tip. They say, man, KP the reason Tip got through the door. Not to say he wouldn't have because he was Tip.
No, I mean, what it was is I was in the right place to recognize what he was doing when maybe people weren't paying attention or seeing it properly.
Right.
So, like, I just understood it. Like, I think that's really what it comes down to in any of this stuff. Like, especially artists trying to get signed and shit. And they just want to get with somebody. Like, it's so important to get with somebody who sees you.
Was it hard too taking some street music to LaFace? Because we heard that too, that it was like they wasn't really trying to.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, but what's funny is that's how I got my label deal. That's how I got Ghetto Vision, because there was a period where I was almost gonna, because the group PA we were signed to DreamWorks out in LA, and I would go out there for meetings a lot, and they offered me a job to come do A&R at DreamWorks, and when I found out how much they pay people as opposed to what I was getting paid at the time, it was just like, it was different. And, it was just one of those things where it's like, oh man, this is the rate for what I do. So I came back. As a matter of fact, they gave me the benefits package. They gave me a whole thing before I left. So I came back to Atlanta, met with LA and told him about it, like really like sat down and was like, look, this is what they offering. I got a kid.
Like price matching.
Yeah, like more like just this is my OG still, like it's still it's a real conversation.
Yeah,
it was a conversation based on like I know they're looking at me for what I'm doing here with us. So I'm not above and beyond that thought. But what he said was something real. He was like, well, that was a different that label is funded different. It was Steven Spielberg. It was like
because DreamWorks is the shit that we see at the end of the movies too. Like they don't understand.
Yeah, they were labeled too though.
Yeah.
So but they had movie money making records.
Yeah.
So he basically explained to me. He's like, well, my deal isn't that, but I understand if you do it. But what I also understood was going out there, I was gonna have to teach them what I knew, which was gonna slow me down. Whereas here in Atlanta and at LaFace, I was working with a team of people that I could throw no look passes to.
Right. So let me ask you this. So how did...
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no,
to finish it. So, I don't know why I got off there, but my bad. So anyway, when I had the conversation with LA, he was like, look, I can't give you that kind of money, but I can give you this opportunity and give you a production deal so you can do the things that you want to do. Because that was a part of it. It was like, I wanted to do some stuff that wasn't necessarily LaFace.
Even Swap No Swindle.
Yeah, like, Youngbloods and T.I. aren't necessarily as shiny as some of the things that want LaFace.
Tony Braxton or, somebody,
Yeah, so it was like, it was, and at that night, I came up with the name because he was like, okay, well, let's do that. What, you got a name? And I was like, well, your shit is shiny and whatever. My vision it's like a little more ghetto. And he was like, okay. It was like Ghetto Vision.
Yeah. So that goes into my question. Like, how did you working at LaFace while simultaneously spearheading the whole entire Ghetto Vision movement kind of like mold you into the music mogul and cool ass nigga that you are today?
I was a cool ass nigga first.
Music mogul directly thereafter?
No, I mean, I think I became a music mogul based on the person I was. If that's if a mogul is what you want to call it. But it's like I got into every situation I've gotten into was based on me being honest and being myself. So, I mean, and it's like I joke about the cool ass nigga part, but I'm like, I think what it is I'm just comfortable.